It's about the time to talk it out. Let's talk. It's time to talk it out. It's time to talk it out. Let's talk. You know it's time to talk it out.
Chill. Hey, chill. Hey, what happened to Chill?
He is on mute.
Well, let's bring, I don't know if he's frozen. I hope he's just frozen. Hey, Despair, how's it going? What happened to Chill?
Looks like he's sleeping.
Uh-oh. We lost Chill. Okay, Despair, it's up to you.
Salute to everybody. This is DJ Despair, and this is Talk It Out. And right now, we are back in the building with DBoss, Hugh, and hopefully Chill pops back in soon.
I thought maybe he was playing or doing something, playing that he was sleeping. But
I don't know. From mid there, I thought he was really sleeping.
But then he dropped out. But anyways, we've got, I think we got Relm Diggie here. Should we bring him in?
Yes, we should.
Well, we'll wait a minute and see when.
Well,
yeah. How you doing,
Relm Diggie, how are you?
Hi.
I'm good, and you?
Good. Yeah, so welcome to the show. Hopefully we'll drop back in any second, but great to meet you. We got your video lined up for the end of this, but I haven't met you before, so I'm interested in finding out what you're all about.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah.
So where are you? Where are you located right now?
Right now I'm in Compton, California, but I'm born and raised from Columbus, Ohio, and living out here in California. I came out here in California like in 2003. I got signed to a deal on Koch Records / FU Entertainment. I was like one of the biggest underground artists to come out of Columbus, Ohio. At the time, I had 2 songs on the radio that was just getting major spins. I was underground. I came to California, landed in a movie with Mac 10 and Busy Bone, got a little small part in that. Got the deal, dropped my album. Life took over in circumstance, and so in like 2007, when I was transitioning back to Ohio, my ex-girlfriend called me, which is my son's mother now, and told me she was pregnant. So I moved back to, raise my son out here. So I've been out here all this time now since, raising my son, and I'm still pursuing my dream at the same time. So yeah, it's been a struggle, but
Well, I don't know. California, I think, sounds like a better deal than Ohio almost any time. I don't know. Hey, we got Will coming back here. I'm just going to bring him into the conversation. Chill.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry, everybody. My computer went bootleg for a minute.
Man, it looked like you were sleeping, fam.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, it's not your fault. It just looked like you were positive time sleeping. We're like trying to see who.
You know what? Whatever.
Anyway,
Hey, everybody. It's your boy Chill, the host with the most. Hey, I got to do my introduction, man. It won't be right.
Oh, yeah.
I try to step up in your feet, man. I try to step in your footsteps.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Did you all, I take it you all already did your formal introductions?
Yes, we have.
We already started getting into it with Relm Diggie here, and we're just glad he's in California experiencing all that
he's
California
back from the mic.
stuff.
He's back from the mic a bit. You're like staticking hard.
Oh, sorry, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Chill, do you wanna just maybe take the next question?
Well, even though I don't know what question you asked, I sure will.
We never
take
asked
the next
nothing.
question.
We just asked where he's from.
Yeah. We just found out where Relm Diggie's from. So,
okay. Welcome to Talk It Out. First of all, okay. Second of all, all right, I gotta let y'all know, man. This man has a very, very powerful record. Like when I interviewed him for my radio show, Come Clean Takeover Radio. And when I heard the record and I saw the video, I was just absolutely captivated. The way at which the video was put together, the way how he put his wordplay in the song, the way it was structured, everything. And I was, man, I gotta have you on the show.
That's right.
So it's just my pleasure to have you on the show. And I know that once you guys see the video, you will really appreciate what he's bringing to the table. I know you do already, but you know,
Well, yeah, I saw the first few seconds of it, and it already looks amazing. So
yeah, it really is. Now, Relm, you know, just a couple of questions I want to ask you, like we had asked, you know, beforehand, but now we've got a live audience of over 1 million households, so I figure it'd be better to ask now, right?
That's what's up.
So my question for you is that, okay, how did you end up getting started?
I got started. I've been writing since I was literally like 7, 8 years old. But in high school, word got out that I was nice with my pen, and some guys from a local record label came to the high school and took me to the studio and put me on my first song. That my first time ever in the recording studio, and ever since then I got the bug. So I've been recording, like literally been recording since probably '96. I got my big break in 2003. I had a song called "Welcome to Buckeye City" that was underground in Columbus, Ohio, and it got like it was getting crazy spins, like 7 spins an hour type, like some unheard of type thing. And I wrote the song when we was 2-0 that year, and the song is called "Welcome to Buckeye City," being that we are the capital of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. We don't have an NBA team, we don't have an NFL team, but we don't really care about that. All we care about is that right there, you know. So we have the Buckeyes, so it's Buckeye City where we're from. So I got the wrote the song, wrote it when we was 2-0. I had no idea we was gonna win the national championship that year. So we won the national championship that year. The song hit the radio. It was pandemonium everywhere. I actually had the #1 and #2 song on the radio at the same time. I'm driving down the street. I'm hearing the top 5 at 5. They say the the #2 song is the Fiesta Bowl remix by Relm Diggie. So I'm like, yo, I got the #2 song because the Fiesta Bowl remix I did right after Welcome to Buckeye City, just to keep it going. And then they said the #1 song was Welcome to Buckeye City, and I was like, that's when I knew I had to leave Ohio.
wow.
And because I was like, what else am I to do? You know what I mean? It's like I'm #1 and #2, and there's really no avenues coming to find me with what I thought, you know. So I moved to California. My manager, rest in peace, Derek Goins, he put me in a hotel up here in California for like 2 months and said basically like, I don't have the avenue, but it's in California. And he knew my grind. He knew I would find it. So I stayed up here, hooked up with iRock. He got me in a deal with FU Entertainment on Koch. Then I got the little deal. Landed a little part in the movie. My record, the promotion stopped on the album about a year into the promotion, about into the record, and then they wanted to do another album. That didn't work. Yada yada. We got off the record deal like 2005. I was going back and forth to Ohio, bouncing back and forth, and then 2007, my son was born, so I moved back and I stayed out here. So I've been out here grinding, done a lot. I've toured. The furthest place I've been is Doha, Qatar. I've been over in the Middle East. And you know, when you see people selling CDs on the corner, I would say a good day for an independent artist selling his album at $10 a piece to people that don't know him is 20 CDs. That's $200. That's a good day for an independent artist just out on his grind. When Welcome to Buckeye City blew up in Columbus, Ohio, I sold 7,500 in one day.
Whoa.
You sold how many?
7,500. We pressed up 10,000 CDs We pressed
You
up 10,000
sold-
CDs. Yeah,
You sold 7,500 CDs in one day
we was at the
at
parade.
$10 a CD.
One song, $5 a CDs. But honestly, it was at the
Man,
Ohio State Parade, and some of those CDs, it was one song was going for $10 just because they wanted to hear me perform one of the verses. And when I perform on a verse, now it's like 100 people with $10 in their hand buying this. So yeah, it was. We stopped selling the CDs because it looked like we was about to get robbed. Everybody around us had a duffel bag full of money, and it was like I was scared. Like, man, what do we do? You know, we pulled up in a scarlet and gray stretch Hummer with 10,000 CDs in it. It was 2003. They thought I was LeBron James. Everybody ran to the because that's the year he got drafted. They ran to the stretch Hummer. They knew the song, and it was on from there.
Wow. That's
wow, man. Can I borrow $1?
$32. Doing the math here. That's a great day.
that was, and you know what? Hindsight. Now, when I moved to California years later, I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm out here broke, right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I move to California again? I sold 7,500 CDs in one day. How many record stores in America sells over 7,500 units in 1 month of everybody's stuff combined?
Wow.
I had my own industry right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that was right on the break when YouTube was about to pop, the Instagrams was about to pop. So I would have been on that wave of one of those, you know, sensations that came from Instagram or YouTube, you know, because you got to remember, I just said I did a song called Welcome to Buckeye City. And if you know anything about college sports, you know, in Ohio, the Ohio State Buckeyes are everything. So with that being said,
I have to pause you there, sir, because, you know, they know absolutely nothing about Ohio Buckeye, you know, city, because they're out in a foreign land of Canada where they probably don't even know how to play basketball.
Wait. What are you talking about? Slow your roll
I know
there.
how to play basketball.
I know that Ohio's the Buckeye State.
Hold on.
Say that again.
Yo, hold on a second. You know Raptors won, right? Once. So we do know about basketball. All right.
I can say that.
And I play college basketball, so y'all can stop that.
That's right.
I play
Right,
by the
college
way,
basketball.
Nice hat.
Thank you. By the way, this episode is brought to you by Mobbed Up Water. Okay, now that I got that out the way. DJ Despair. Questions.
So, since all of that success with promoting your album and selling it like on the streets, how have you done digitally in the world?
Whoa. Don't cuss at me like that. Nah.
Like basically, how was your transition into the digital world?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't transition that well, but I'm there though. I didn't fall all the way off though. You know what I mean? I didn't. It's because the transition came when I was going into my my depression, not literally depression, but mad at the industry, mad at knowing how hot I was, knowing everything I did back in Ohio, wondering why I don't have a plate like everybody else. How come I'm meeting all these rappers and they're telling me, oh man, you're tight, but none of them take me to where they get their check. You know what I mean? So it was like I was kind of like in a hiatus of being upset with the industry. So I really didn't, I just was out here and I had my son, so I had to work. I didn't really have time to take advantage of that wave. Had I took advantage of that wave, I would have, it would have been a different story. But I had to work, I had to grind, I had to, you know what I mean? Try to keep a roof over my head. Out here in California, the cost of living is crazy. So, And then I always say this, but the only family I have in California is my 12-year-old son. So sometimes, just like that question you asked earlier, can I borrow $1? It gets real hard. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is.
because a lot of people don't understand when you have children and you're doing this music industry, you have to make sacrifices, and a lot of the sacrifices is not spending time with your child, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like it's a good industry. You're making money, but you're also losing yourself in the same process. And I respect you on that, because a lot of people don't know the whole concept of raising and working at the same time. You know what I mean? And
Well,
DBoss,
Yes.
where do you at?
Very good. Realm, well, hi,
I
Realm.
tapped
How
you
are
in.
you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. This Realm Diggie, you know, Del Diggity Diggity. Where did you get this name? You know what I mean?
Relm
No
Diggie.
Diggie.
Well,
Somebody's
Relm is
always
short.
saying those words.
All right. Well, Relm is short for realism. And if you listen to any of my music, you'll understand it. It's very real. It's thought provoking. It's sometimes you can't even play it on the radio. I can get that descriptive, but I don't even use profanity. So it's like I try to broaden my vocabulary, try to keep every audience entertained. And Diggy just came from that's like I just do that. I like Biggie's like one of my favorite artists. So Diggy just came from that. Like my alter ego. But actually, my name is Dane. My rap name used to be Dane. And I was in a group with like six artists, and the oldest artist in the group who basically got us all together, his rap name was Dane too. So they start calling me Lil Dane. And my oldest son's name is Dame. I'm like, no, that's my son's name is Lil Dame. I'm not Lil Dame. Y'all gonna stop calling me Lil Dame. So one of the artists, Cam Gamble, rest in peace, he started calling me Lil Ram. And like Lil Ram, everywhere I went, I was like, you know what? I like that, but I'm gonna take that Lil off because I'm taller than everybody over here. So we kept Ram, and then Diggy just came apart because one day I was on stage going berserk, and I had to have an alter ego, so that's how we got him over Relm Diggie.
so Relm, tell us about your wildest moment that you have experienced since you've been in the business.
Well, it's been a couple, but I'm gonna say the one that really sticks out is when I almost got in a fight with Slick Rick on an accident. You know what I mean? It was like I was at a show. I was at a show in Milwaukee, and prior to the show, I wasn't performing at the show, but somebody gave me a flyer, and it was the Lyricist Lounge show in Milwaukee, and the opening act was the Lone Catalyst. Now, if you remember, I told you in high school, a producer from a record label came and picked me up from high school and took me to the studio. That was the same producer on the flyer, Lone Catalyst. So I was like, oh, I know I'm getting on stage. So I seen the flyer was that Friday. I went to the show. As soon as I walked in the concert, they seen me. They got me on stage, gave me a microphone. So I'm rapping with them. We the crowd going crazy. And then I left off stage, and then Slick Rick comes out, and he's rapping, and I'm like, I went into battle mode. Rappers, we like to battle. So I went around to the side of the stage, and I told my homies, the Lone Catalyst, I was like, yo, go tell Slick Rick I want to battle him. And they looked at me and like, we're not going to tell Slick Rick you want to battle him. I was like, it's okay, I'll tell him myself. So I walked around to the front of the concert. Slick Rick is rapping, and I just started bouncing and having the most energy in there. And I'm reciting every word to all his songs with him verbatim. And he like kind of stopped because he's seen I just had so much energy. And he's like, yo, what's going on right here? I'm like, I want to battle. He was like, what? I said, I want to battle. He said, I thought y'all like Slick Rick. I said, I love Slick Rick, but I want to battle. The whole crowd went crazy. So Slick Rick said, okay, I'm going to give you your shine after the show. Now everybody in the club is buying me drinks. I mean, like they're coming from everywhere. I'm like, I had to stop, I had to go into a corner. I had so much energy, I was levitating. It was crazy. So after the show, he walks off the stage, and I ran up to him. I gave him a hug. I'm like, yo, what's up, Slick Rick? He like, yo, what's up, man? And I'm like, what's up with the battle? He said, you still want to battle? And he had just dropped an album, and I hit him with one of the lines from his album. He said, if you ever want to beat, if you ever want to eat, you bet not ever cry battle. So when I said that to him, he turned into a Jamaican all of a sudden. He's like, boom, Clyde, and he swung at me, and his managers had to pick him up, and I was like, whoa. And one of his managers came to me and was like, why did you challenge Slick Rick to a battle? I'm like, man, if I'm on a ball court and I see Michael Jordan and I got a ball, I know that's Michael Jordan. I know he's going to dust me off, but still, let's play. But I was hoping Slick Rick would have hit me. Shout out to Slick Rick anyway. That's one of my favorite artists, but because I would have been on the cover of the Sports magazine the next day with the patch on my good eye with the black eye showing, saying I sued Def Jam.
That is funny. That is real funny. Well, man, shout out to Slick Rick.
Yeah, Def Jam, Slick Rick, all I love, that's number love. That was just, I might have overstepped. I will say that now that, I might have overstepped my boundaries being that Slick Rick is an idol. I mean, a legend and one of the icons in this game. So I might have, but not really, because this is the art of the game. It is what it is.
Hey, it's competitive nature.
That part,
That part,
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit here about your single and, the video we're getting ready to look at here. Tell us a little bit about it.
And the single, here we go again. It's on it's Black Lives Matter. And the single, I didn't want to come at an angle that's the norm. Like, basically everything that we, every song, everything that we're doing for the movement is all beautiful. I just wanted to come at a different angle. And I really didn't know how to, which way to that I was going to take. So I was one day searching for tracks on SoundClick. Shout out to SoundClick, because they got some hot producers on there. And I ran across this track from a producer named Fedaro, and it's an R&B track. And I write to every track, gospel, rock and roll, R&B, hip hop. It doesn't matter. But I wasn't in that vibe that night, so I was about to skip the track and go to listen to another track. And then the hook came on, and I'm listening. I'm like, this guy can sing, but this doesn't sound like no regular R&B song. And I started listening to it, and then I heard the vocals he was saying, and then I just started picking up my pen and I started writing. And prior to me writing this song, I had already wrote like a 4-minute war chant. Like, I was just going in with the bars on how I really felt about the movement, what's going on, and so when I got the track from Fedaro, I started writing a whole new song, and God tapped me on my shoulder and was like, put your pen down, that song is already done. I went back like 4 pages in my notebook, and I had all those verses. I mean, that one long verse. And I just picked 16 bars and 16 bars from it, and there we have it. And it just came together so beautiful, and it was like, it was untouchable for me. Like, what, you know what I mean? I said everything I could say right there. Everything I wanted to say, So with that song, I want everybody to get. I want you to hit, like, with the song in the video. I want you listen to the song. You hear exactly what I want to say. You hear exactly what we're saying as a people. And then the video, it's coming from a traumatic point of view, coming from a trauma stance, and but I'm basically showing you what I want the future of our children to see. So the video is a whole twist. It's like a movie, but it's like it's going to grab you in, and then once you really get it at the end and you understand, like, yeah, it's touching.
So we only got a couple more minutes left. So why don't you shout out your social media to everybody and stuff like that? Let them know where they can find you.
At Relm Diggie on everything. That's RELMDIGGIE. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, Relm Diggie on everything.
Make sure that you accept them now. You're going to get some people from overseas tapping in on you.
Come on.
The virus.
You can contact me at relmdiggie@yahoo.com. That's the email,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on into the video here, and then we'll be done. But hey, is there any shout outs that you want to send anybody before we get into the video?
Yeah, let me give a shout out to our True Group for the bomb visuals. Shout out to Fedaro for the hook, for the track. Shout out to the world. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me this morning. Well, it was. I don't know what time it is out there, but it was morning out here. But yeah, so thank you.
Shout out to the Caribbean too, all of our listeners out
Shout out to the
there.
Caribbean,
Yep.
cable network, everybody
Yep.
listening, everybody watching.
That's
Tap
right.
in. Tap in,
That's
follow,
right.
subscribe to my YouTube channel. Wow, let's get it.
Let's get it. Hey, and repeat that YouTube again.
Relm Diggie. Just Google me, just type it in, Relm Diggie, and there it is.
RELM Diggie.
DIGGIE.
There you go. So hey, let's get on into this beautiful hit single. Here we go again.
Knee on my neck. Why do we tolerate all this disrespect? We had enough of it, we so done with that. Killing my brothers, sisters, we over that. Another incident, like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Like here we go again.
Was never too coward to put up a fight, especially for my rights. Don't know what time in my life where I turned down the fade. You can have it your way. Yes, I'm a Christian, but that don't mean I'm just gonna turn the other cheek and let you get one on me. I can forgive you until you double back and show your true colors in front of me. This is America, right? Well, America better get ready, cause I'm feeling your knee on my neck and I can't even breathe. I done told you already. And I'm walking around in this mask and I'm socially distant, cause COVID is heavy. The chip on my shoulder is heavy. The clip I'm reloading is ready, and I am a warrior. Hold up.
Knee on my neck. Why do we tolerate all this disrespect? We had enough of it, we so done with that. Killing my brothers, sisters, we over that. Another incident, like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Like here we go again.
I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna march, I don't wanna protest, yes I'm gonna vote. Last election, Trump said to build a wall. This election, they gon' probably build a boat. Some of y'all laughing, but ain't nothing funny. You elected your president cause of his money, and now that the wool's been pulled over your eyes, when you play stupid games and you get stupid prizes, they killed that man live and on camera. Now the world gotta live with the trauma. We all seen as his soul left his body. We all heard that man scream for his mama. That's the reason we kneel for your anthem. That's the reason we throw in a tantrum. Yeah, you used to us leaning on prayer hands. Please don't make us start picking up handguns.
Knee on my neck. Why do we tolerate all this disrespect? We had enough of it, we so done with that. Killing my brothers, sisters, we over that. Another incident, like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again. Here we go, here we go. Like here we go again.
You know why I
here
pulled
we
you
go
over?
again.
Why do we tolerate all this disrespect? We had enough of it, we so done with that. Killing my brothers, sisters, we over that. Another incident, like here we go again. 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 Like here we go again.
You okay, Dad?
It's about the time to talk it